Hi class, let's continue our lecture with Fire Services Act. So in this subtopic, students should be able to explain what is fire service, and students should be able to understand the regulation under this act. Maksudnya kamu kena tahu macam mana nak explain berkenaan dengan fire service, dan kamu mesti kena tahu dan fahamkan regulation yang berkaitan dengan fire service ni. And then this is the outline of the topic, include the introduction, contents, regulation under Fire Services Act 1988, Uniform Building Bylaws 1984, and finally is the conclusion. And for the introduction, the Fire Service Act 1988 was enacted to legislate the necessary provision for the effective and efficient functioning of the Fire Services Department. And number 2 is the protection of person and property from risk of fire. And then this act consists of 9 main parts as legislation and guidance for the Fire Services Department to achieve its objective. And this act includes preliminary administration, abatement of fire hazard, water and fire hydrants, fire certificates, enforcement, inquiries into fires, welfare fund, miscellaneous. There are 2 schedules under the act, first schedule and second schedule. And for the first schedule, fire hazard abatement notice to show, closing order, prohibitory order, and order to cease activity. And for second, referring to ranks of fire officers such as commissioner, deputy commissioner fireman, and ranks of auxiliary fire officer. And in the preliminary part, so dalam part ni mengandungi short title dan juga interpretasi. Among the interpretation under this part are fire hazard. So, apa tu fire hazard? Any unlawful alteration to any building, the overcrowding of any place of public, any removal of absent from any building of any firefighting equipment, or safety installation inadequate means of exit from any part of a building to any place, whether within or outside the building, that provides safety to person in the event of a fire. And firefighting equipment or fire safety installation, among the function of the equipment installation are untuk extinguish, untuk mengelakkan ataupun untuk mengawal api ataupun kebakaran, dan memberi warning ada berlaku kebakaran ataupun api di situ, and then providing adequate atau menyediakan adequate ataupun safe egress for the purpose of evacuation of exit of occupants in the event. And premises include message, houses, building or part of a building, land, tenements, easement and hereditaments of any tenure, whether open or enclosed, whether built or not, whether public or private, and whether maintained or not under statutory authorities.